just let us know if you can hear us and see us okay, then we'll jump right in. I'm really hoping everyone will say that we're alright, because we kind of had some technical issues before the start of the stream, so I just want to make sure everything's fine. Can hear y'all fine. Awesome. Great. So, hey everyone.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you. You're very quiet. Yeah, I know that's usually the case, but I swear we're on max on OBS, so, like, I think that you're gonna have to crank up your volume. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. Okay, so hey everyone, my name is Forsythia, and I'm the Senior Community Manager for Vigor, and today we have two lovely guests. We have Sabina or Taylee, who is our Community Manager.
Hello.
And we have Michal, who is our Senior Technical Designer.
Greetings, dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. Since when did you become Polish?
I'm almost sort of from that region.
I wanted to make a joke about Northern Hungary, but it's okay. I think I'll keep that for...
Yes.
I'll keep that for after
Basically.
the stream. Okay, so I'm happy to know that everyone can hear us fine. Yeah, just a disclaimer, like, we're gonna be doing a Q&A today, but we sadly will not have any gameplay going on for us today because, I don't know, our capture card went kaput literally 15 minutes before the start of the stream, so we've been kind of scrambling to see what to do about it. But it is what it is, and we'll just focus more on the chat, and we'll focus more on some things that we want to talk about.
And it's Dizzy's fault.
Yeah, we should blame Dizzy. I mean, like, yeah, I understand that my cable management's not the best, but, like, come on, man. Like, I literally tell everyone when they come in here not to break their necks and not to trip over anything, so.
It is kind of an obstacle course.
Film the gameplay in a mirror. Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to, we could make Michal, like, hold the monitor on his hands facing the camera, but then Sabina would have to, like, turn the other way, and then it would...
It would probably be pretty hard to work out logistically, especially with this being such a small room. We absolutely have to do a room tour at some point.
Girly, like, I don't know, like, the room tour is high, this is a streaming room, and it's tiny as hell.
I mean, yeah.
We will be talking about a few things today, namely, we released a patch/a hotfix today, so we hope that you were able to have a look at what happened. I'm just gonna quickly jump into that. Yeah, so this morning we had some server downtime to fix some shelter UI stuff that caused players to be stuck on some menus, and we did a lot of server-side fixes because we were getting a lot of reports from players that they've been crashing. We did some overlay fixes, but this is more for Steam, and the same goes for the addition of the consumable plans to the store, but only on Steam. We know that some people have been asking, like, where did the consumable plans go, and like, hey, I play on console, but you guys only added it back for Steam. Well, the thing is that we were able to add it quicker for Steam, so it's there right now, so hopefully the PC Outlanders can enjoy it. But don't worry, because we're also doing a fix for our console players, so hopefully we're going to put it out as soon as we can. We're working on it.
The fix, including the consumables, consumable plans in the store, is in the oven right now.
Okay.
But it will take a little bit to deliver it to other platforms, but it's gonna be there.
I think it would be also good to address some messages that we received after the hotfix, which were about why were these bugs fixed and not other bugs. And we have already answered to some of these comments, but maybe let's just repeat it. Some bugs are simply not necessarily easier, but
well, they can be
less
easier
complex
to reproduce for us,
yes,
and easier for us to find a culprit.
Like, especially after the release, this has been a big release for us, and so that also meant a lot of feedback from you guys. We've also had a lot of information from our own QA as well, which meant that there is a lot of things for us to do. Just like we've now mentioned the hotfix and other fixes that we're working on that are not yet ready to be released for y'all. So there's a lot of stuff that we need to go through, and we basically just had to prioritize so that we can deliver the most important things as soon as possible. So, for example, the hotfix that we've mentioned already, and then slowly going through the entire list of bugs and issues, so that we can, with every step deliver as much as we can to you all. So.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Speaking of other issues that we're working on, I'm just going to switch real quick to our changelog. You can see it on our website, and these are the changes we made for Season 20, or Update 20.0. And there's a known issues section, so some of the complaints we've been getting from the community, we know about them, and that's why they're here in the known issues section. And because they're on the known issues section, it also means that we're actively working on something to patch it up. So you could be assured that we're working on things behind the scenes. And I know one thing that's been really bothering a lot of PlayStation players is like if you have a loadout preset, you basically can't get into the game, and we're so sorry about that. We know about it, and it was just a shame that we have no other workaround for you right now except for just deleting the specific save file. We've been getting a lot of these questions. Like, here are some screenshots that I picked out literally 30 minutes ago from our social media, but we definitely had more. And yeah, so if you want to be able to enter the game as a PlayStation player, please do delete the specific loadout file called loadouts_save game. It shouldn't delete any of your other locally saved data, like your shooting range challenges and such, so just as long as you delete this specific one, because we've had some other Outlanders who were like, I deleted my save file and then now everything's gone, and I'm like, yeah, sadly you must have deleted all of them and not just...
And it's easy. This can happen easily. Like, you really have to make sure that it's
You're
not
picking
picked.
that one. Yeah.
Don't be
just
too
like-
enthusiastic about deleting save files.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just a heads up on that, and don't worry, we're working on releasing a patch so that this could be patched up. I said patch and patched in one sentence, but okay. Don't worry, we're working on it, and we're sorry once more for the inconvenience on that, but we hope that we'll get it out soon, the fix at least. And here we are. The dev team does not test the game before release. Some bugs are very obvious. For example, the river volume in the new map is very loud, or the explosion sound glitches, and so on. So, we might have explained it already in the past, but it wouldn't hurt to touch upon it again. We have different environments for testing, and sometimes things kind of get muddled up in the middle of like what our developers are testing before it comes out. But we're doing our best to catch this stuff. I mean, our lovely QA team was able to tell us in advance, like, hey, so for some reason there's a problem with loadout presets on PlayStation, so this is what you gotta tell them to do. But other issues are just a little bit more difficult for us to reproduce in our environment, and sometimes, sadly, we don't catch it until it's out. But that's why we value our community so much, because without you guys, we wouldn't be anywhere. Without the feedback, without the reports, without the videos and clips, we wouldn't be anywhere. So honestly, thank you for your support, and I'm sorry that it just happens sometimes, but we're working on a fix always. So there's that. Okay, and then more on the chat. Yeah, then there's another hot topic about the weapons. Some of you might have watched our previous Dev Diary stream, where we had our designer Philip Dunhill talk about the weapons and the weapon overhaul. And I know we've been getting a lot of feedback from the community on that they miss the crosshairs, or they miss the reticle, or it kind of makes it difficult to use rifles because of it. We totally hear you, we understand that, but this is part of the weapon overhaul that the team has been working very hard on for the last, I want to say at least a year and a half. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Michal, you look like...
Hey, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Because there was so many things that were impacted, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just tweaking the gun's parameters, but the whole ergonomics part of things.
Yeah, we've mentioned it on a couple streams, even in the past, that there were several phases that we went through, and we also went through internal testing as well, to make sure that we can balance out things as much as we can before we roll it out. Then the early access was part of that as well. So there were several steps that we needed to take, and so it took some time. A lot of it, including this, are it's part of the big picture, the way we designed the system. Of course, your feedback is still welcome, so let us know, and it's noted, and we'll make sure that it reaches also our designers, and it's going to be considered, and we'll see what's gonna happen with that. But again, it is a big it is a part of a bigger picture as was mentioned. So
Yes.
it
And
realized.
but in case you do want to delve into the topic a little bit deeper, we actually made a video about the weapon overhaul back in June. So feel free to check that out. Philip Daniel, our designer, talks really in depth about not only about the changes but also about the reasoning behind some of them. And I think it's worth checking it out. So maybe we can have our lovely moderators throw the link into chats. And yeah, feel free to check it out, or maybe the last stream also.
Yeah, the
I think
last
Philip
stream.
Philip got into
I think that he had this
That.
amazing extended explanation on why we did what we did. So I think that it would be good to check it out. I agree with Sabina on this. All right. Some questions from the chat, however, in the meantime. When can we... Where was it? Oh no, the chat is going too fast. I think there was a question about when can we get like game chat in Elimination. We're not planning on doing any in-game chat right now, or like voice proximity chat, etc. We're not working on those at the moment. It's not something that we're doing currently because we're focusing on other things. So yeah, I'm laughing not because of my response, but because someone was very enthusiastic about our presence on the stream.
Yes.
So it was like that was cute. Thank you. Okay, and then there was this other question. Is the hit register or detection being addressed? Yes, we are looking into that. We also got reports about people like having super high ping and super high latency, and they're like, so sometimes they feel like they're like playing in the US, but they seem to be matched up against people who are playing in Europe. The game tries its best to limit the latency difference between the players, but sometimes there are some things we cannot control, like how your ISP handles things. So if you could reach out to your internet service provider, it would be good to see what's going on down there, because we have some workings behind the scenes that should prevent you from going up against someone who's like extremely far from you geographically. So
At the same time, we are continuously, among other things, as you know, part of the development team is obviously dedicated to actual development of features and fixing bugs and whatnot. But we also are continuously checking our infrastructure, making sure that we can avoid or fix any issues that might appear. So every time we also get such a report, we then go and check the data to see if there wasn't any persistent issue that we need to fix, or to find out what we need to do about it as well on our side.
Yep.
maybe you know what, I would actually like to address the rest of that message,
Oh,
because
okay.
there was
Here, I could highlight it for
yeah,
you.
because the person said that the devs or CMs seem to be dodging that issue entirely. That's definitely not the case. If you feel like that, please just note we have been really swamped with messages, especially since the update, you know, the full PC release.
We released
just-
on 4 platforms last week. What a
That has
freaking
been-
wild ride.
There
for
has
us.
been just this non-stop influx of messages, and it's great. We love it. We are so happy that you are reaching out. We are so happy that you are sharing your opinions with us, your suggestions, your tips, your feedback, your back reports. But it is impossible for us to respond to everyone, basically, and to respond to everything. We try.
Yes.
We try our best, but yeah.
There's a lot of messages coming in, and it's not an easy task to be like picking and choosing the feedback while answering them, and then giving them to the devs, and then translating it into normal speak for the devs to understand what the player was trying to say. Like, there's a lot going on, and I'd actually like to point out that there was this question from Tiny that was like, it's been a full week since the full release on all 4 platforms. How does it feel to eventually be at this stage? It feels so satisfying, but also like tiring, but it's all worth it, you know? Like, I mean, when we were working last week, I was telling my team like,
Sorry?
it's okay, pet, don't worry. I was telling my team like, oh my god, I'm so excited, it's finally happening, oh my god, and everyone was like, are you sure you're excited? Like, most people would be worried, and I'm like, heck no, like, we've been working on this for so long, we just gotta put it out there and finally, like, just show it to the world, goddammit. So that's how I feel. How would you both like to walk through how you both feel individually.
Oh, I can. I mean, it's been a ride.
She
Yeah.
just gotta stop there.
I mean, that's it. That's the best.
So it is.
That's the best way to put it. You know, just so many changes, so much, just energy all
Yeah.
around. You know, sometimes just excited energy. Sometimes maybe even a bit not desperate energy, but just like okay, we're doing this. Let's do this. Bam bam bam.
and then like running around and you're like, we're doing this, right?
Like so many things has to happen very quickly in such a short time span for it all to work. You know, just on the update days, you know, to get the servers back up as soon as possible, to allow the players to, you know, get in as soon as possible. It's just this whole hive happening,
Yeah.
just buzzing with activity, and I love it. But it's, yeah,
It was a ride.
it was a ride, as I said,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I stand behind it.
And what about you, Michal?
Yeah, well, you know, there's been a ton of work behind it, and I mean like a lot of work, for better or for worse, that led to the release. But it was really cool to see how we've managed to not only prepare what we intended, but also actually then be able to overcome any of the issues that happens along the way, so that we can deliver it. But also at the same time, as we've already mentioned, that also meant perhaps even increased influx of feedback and bug reports and all that, because that happens when you let
Do a
people
release.
into the game
Yeah.
after release. So it also means that there's still a lot of work to be done that we know about, probably a lot of work that we don't even know about yet. And we're also preparing you know, future updates at the same time. So it was really cool to see that milestone happen, but at the same time, for us, the work continuously just keeps going on. It wasn't really necessarily like a full stop to something.
It's definitely not a full stop, and
Yeah.
I'm showing on the screen right now like things we fixed on the hotfix today. So please continue.
Yeah. So basically, what I meant to say was that it was I think it was also kind of necessary after all that time and all that effort that we put into it to actually move that next step, that next milestone, so we can then move on with future updates with all the fixes and polishing, and make sure that that the game works on all platforms, including the new one, the PC, the way we want it to. That we can also deliver stuff that we would like to have in the game, and like I said, there's still a lot of stuff ahead of us. So for me, especially being on the how to put it, like on the like actually like implementing and developing side of things, it is basically a constant stream of stuff that's happening. So
It just keeps coming at you.
yeah.
Just keeps going. But we're really grateful for this passion that we're getting from the community. So thank you so much for the feedback again.
There was a question about that actually, that whether we note the good and positive player
Oh, heck
feedback
yeah.
too.
We do.
Absolutely, it's much appreciated. You know, the constructive, negative feedback is also appreciated,
Yeah.
but it's a real pick me up when we can, you know, just see maybe like, hey,
It's a cute comment in like,
I like the new map.
yeah,
or
and I'm
something.
like, oh, we did something right. That's amazing. Honestly, like, a lot of people don't realize that we're humans, and so like, whenever they're like, are we even gonna talk about the stuff that's broken, or are we even going to hear any negative stuff addressed by the developers? Well, you're in the right place. I mean, I think that us community managers are doing, and marketing team are doing our best with responding to as many messages as possible, but we also released a hotfix today. So this is just a screenshot of the tweet we put out today, but it was put out on every other social media as well. And just to note that we have a known issues section on our changelog. This is our changelog on our website. So just please have a look, because we know that people have been complaining about like not being able to use the map properly, or the PlayStation players are like, oh my god, we can't get into the game, or that they can't, like, a lot of players cannot purchase their consumable plants from the store, or there are just audio issues in general, like due to explosions, like the footsteps are not very great, the audio of the river is not good, the lobby music for Eikavien is not great either. So, like, we'll have you know that we are reading and we are throwing it at the team. Not in the politest way possible.
Yes, yes.
Is what I would like to say.
Obviously. And we are tackling these issues and other issues that have since been revealed to us by our lovely QA, step by step. Again, I mentioned the prioritization because again, there's a lot of stuff, also with preparation of next updates. So we need to make sure to plan it in a way that we can deliver it as efficiently as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye out because these fixes will be coming out hopefully soon.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And yeah, there's going to be definitely more. Again, as we mentioned a couple of times, we welcome your feedback. So if you found out something that is not on the list of known issues, don't hesitate to let us know, and we'll definitely have a look at it.
Yep. And I'm seeing in the chat that people are having a discussion about the crosshairs, which is like a perfect time to go back to what we were talking about earlier today. It's that the crosshairs for specific weapons, like rifles, have been removed as a part of the weapon overhaul. And there were also some comments about stamina, and like, I have to point out, like, Philip Dunhill had a great video on the weapon overhaul, and even on the previous Dev Diary stream he had a really good talk about why it's the way it is. So the stamina running out faster and the crosshairs not being there for the rifles come hand in hand as a part of the bigger weapon overhaul. And earlier on, Michal was explaining that you need to see it in like a bigger, broader picture kind of thing. This is interesting. Now people are like segueing into, we don't need crosshairs back because it's, as long as it's not in crossplay. Interesting, but that makes sense.
I've heard conflicting messages.
Yeah.
About this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Depends probably also on your playstyle, right?
Yes,
Because
some people are looters, and they just... Some people
Yeah.
go with, like, puko. Only puko.
for example, me, I can't snipe for
Puko.
shit, so I don't.
You can't snipe for shit, puko OP, and I like my Thompson, so... / Silver Pigeon also, or MGV or M21, but I mean, if I were to use my M21, I would use a scope, so... But yeah. Oh, and then there's this interesting point / feedback that crosshairs would have been better if it was removed from machine guns. That's an interesting point, actually, and I guess it kind of makes sense, because a lot of people have been, like, spraying and praying with machine guns, more than assault rifles, probably. But I think that that's what players see. Like, when I am a player, I see that. But I think that there was definitely a reason why they tackled a specific set of weapons, like a specific category, and not all of them. And you have to know that we're taking all of this feedback, we're taking it seriously, and we're sharing it with the team, and we can still probably make some tweaks here and there depending on the feedback. And we're also watching data on how players behave in the Outlands, so don't worry about it. We really appreciate your thoughts on this, so keep them coming.
I also see a lot of love for the new map coming in, which is lovely to see. It's already gone in the chat. I just
The
didn't
chat is
get around
going,
to
the
it.
chat
Yeah.
is popping.
I mean, well, new maps are always exciting.
Oh yeah.
Both like before the release, because I remember back in the day, that wasn't even like that long ago when we were preparing Kirsten for release, and it was really cool when we spent a lot of time playtesting both the shootout arenas and then also the map for Encounter, and it was really cool to like play the game in a new map that has not yet been released to the public. So like, and also considering that the whole process is effectively offloaded to level designers for the most part. So like for the rest of the developers, we're not necessarily like full hands-on with that part of the development. So for us it was also really cool discovering the map, discovering all kinds of nice secrets and places in the map, then feedbacking that and like being part of the like whole loop of iterations of making the map better, and then releasing the map to our players and seeing all that feedback coming from our players on what they found in the map, how they feel about it, and all that. That's always really fun, and it's really cool to see it now with Akevian. So, yeah, it's fun.
Fun stuff. I saw this question, well, not really a question, but a follow-up comment, because when I mentioned, like, stuff with hit detection, that it might be from ping or internet, this player was like, I don't think hit detection bug is from ping. If you spectate someone with a bug, their gun is on their back, not in their hands. I think that you're mixing two different issues in one sentence, because hit registration is a separate thing than, like, I don't know, some people are like, oh, he shot me with band-aids, like bandages, or with a painkiller while his gun was on his back. That's actually a desync kind of thing on the server. It's a visual issue. So you might see the player holding a consumable with a gun in their back, or not even holding anything at all, just a gun on their back, and they manage to shoot you. That's a server desync kind of thing. You see it, but then the player who's actually, like, shooting at you and who managed to kill you probably doesn't see it. It's similar to that issue where, like, some Outlanders are behaving like snakes, where they're just, like, slippery, sliding, slithering.
I love that one though.
What? Like
That's
that
super
bug?
funny. Yeah, it's just like
they're just like, ugh. And yeah, that's also like a decent kind of issue. So like you see the player doing that and you think the player is cheating, but actually the player in their POV is like, oh yeah, I'm running around like normal, I'm crouching, I'm holding my weapon in my hand. So that's a server desync kind of problem. Kind of, I guess, similar in the realm with hit registration, but like with hit registration, the easiest, well, something that players can do better on like their side would be working with a LAN cable, like playing with a LAN cable and talking to your ISP if like your ping is too high because maybe it's putting you in a different server, like locationally. So
There is some connection
overlap
between these kind of issues.
Yeah.
Generally, and like this is not entirely my specialization, but generally this has to do with connection. Not necessarily consistently bad connection, but it can be like a spike of bad connection that can desync this, and similar reasons for that. We've been I remember that we've been investigating similar issues, and we're looking for always for improvements in this part of infrastructure. So with a little bit of luck, we might be able to improve this part of the experience in the upcoming updates. But it is always tricky because anything that depends on connection, anything that depends on network, is very difficult to actually work around, investigate, and then fix. Because it's not always deterministic. It's very hard to actually set up the conditions for it to happen so that you can observe it and investigate it. But yeah, I hope that we might be able to improve that experience at least a bit.
At least a bit. Yep, I agree. I'm just going to see what else we wanted to talk about today aside from the issues. Could you grab some questions from
Definitely.
the chat,
Maybe just one easy one. I see maybe someone just now popping into the chat, and they are asking about the audio bug. We are aware of the issues that can appear after the mortar strike or other explosives.
Other explosions, yeah.
Yeah. So we are working on that. If you are wondering about what else is on, you can check the known issues section on in our changelog.
Let me show that. Yep, this is the changelog, and those are the known issues.
Yes. So we are aware, and we're on it.
Yeah.
And let's see what else is there. I believe maybe, you know what, let's take a tiniest of detours, because somebody was definitely asking about crossplay.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
At one point,
yeah.
it was maybe a rudely worded question, because I believe it was when will the PC players get to shoot the peasants on consoles, which I take personally. That's not very nice.
Because you play on console.
Yes, I do, and also we love our console players.
Also, peasants were a very important part of medieval economy.
What he said.
I was just gonna say Vigor, but okay. Then you said medieval economy, but okay.
Why not both? But yeah, so for the crossplay, it's in the works. It will. I think it's safe to share that it will be delivered in 2 parts. first as crossplay between consoles, and then PC will join in
The mix.
later on.
Yeah.
For the console crossplay, we are aiming to get it done this year.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. It's the plan. We'll do our best to make it happen. And for the PC, we didn't have a more exact ETA, but
No.
we can expect it to happen sometime next year.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's still work in progress. We're still polishing and preparing and implementing. But I think, and we've already mentioned it a couple of times, that we also want to include options for players, so they can configure that experience with with regards to crossplay between different platforms. So we hope we will be able to deliver it, like I said, soon.
Yes. And there's
Actually,
a concern. Maybe we are looking at the same thing. Is it the
I don't know. You pointed
one
out.
about the crossplay between PC and Xbox PlayStation?
Oh,
No?
yeah. That's the one.
Yes, amazing. So let's just quickly address that because we have a message. I sure hope you don't plan on crossplay between PC and Xbox PlayStation. I will uninstall the game. Let's not get so drastic. We are planning to have the option to turn the crossplay off,
On and off.
or on. So we
Yeah.
will be able to opt out of this. So
Yep.
be not afraid. We have thought about that.
All right. I wanted to also touch upon some reports that we were getting for some people that who got the reinforcements pack before our free-to-play release on PC, and some of them weren't able to find their uniform, the unique uniform or the unique badge. So we have a short instructional video. So when you log into the game for the first time, you have to play a few encounters, specifically 3. So once you're done playing the encounters, you'll be able to unlock the tab specifically where you can check if you got your reinforcements pack stuff, which will be the customization tab or customize, and then it will have to be in the outfit sets section. And it's called Prodigy, so we hope that you can find it there. And the other thing that you will probably need to be finding is also your title or your badge. So when you go to the title section in the Customize tab, you can see Platform Pioneer. Then it means that you got everything and you are totally set and ready to go. This video, or like these set of instructions, is just to clarify like how to find your stuff, because we understand that some people might be looking at just outfit rather than outfit sets when they're looking for the exclusive uniform. So
It
yeah.
happened to some players. I saw a message or two about
Yeah.
that, but it was solved, so
Yeah.
all is well. That ends well.
Yep. So we'll also be sharing a video later on. Like, this video is literally rough cut as hell. Like, Tony made it like earlier today in a quick boom session. So we'll be doing a special video for this later on, not today, but like soon, TM, and hopefully Outlanders will be able to find their belongings from their reinforcements pack. However, if you did purchase the reinforcements pack and then you couldn't find your belongings, please do let us know so that we could look into it, because that's not okay, and we need to know that everything's fine so that we can resolve it if things are not fine. So yeah. Cool, and we got Tiny saying that she'll test it now, so that's great.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, what's going on in the chat?
A lot, but I think it was mostly a friendly banter.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll keep it that way then. But back to the reinforcements pack thing. Here's just a reminder of the things that you'll be getting with the reinforcements pack, because we communicated it very clearly from the start when players were purchasing the reinforcements pack, is that they would be getting a bunch of consumables, ammo, weapons, the special uniform, and the special title as well. So these are the magical things you'll be getting in your account when you have purchased the reinforcements pack, and then you log in, finish your 3 encounters, you should be having all these goodies. So yeah, fingers crossed that everything is alright. It should be, but if it isn't, please let us know so that we can share it with the team, and then the team could look into it and see what the hell went wrong so we can fix it and just squash that thing super quickly. Alright. And then there's a question about ammo being more expensive. That's also a part of the weapon overhaul.
Yeah.
I see that we're getting a lot of feedback about the weapon overhaul, and that's fair. I guess a lot of our Outlanders are more shooters than looters. So I believe I still believe that the best source of info for why the weapon overhaul is the way it is from Philip Dunhill's Vigor Explained Weapon Overhaul video. Please shout out to our mods. Please share that video in the chat again so that they can have access to it. But also, he explained some things in the previous Dev Diary stream, and I believe that he explained that the military grade rarity for ammo was just better overall, so that all the weapons can have, ammo is important, and just because you have a weapon to take out doesn't mean that you have to use all of your bullets or all of your ammo. So I guess it's also kind of like a thing to think about with your resources in the game. What do you find more important? And I guess ammo is one of the more important resources. So, yep.
So, slightly different topic, basically going back to something that we've already mentioned, but to answer Red Knight's question.
What is Red Knight's question, please?
If we have removed the permanent noise reduction from explosions,
oh, I see.
Which is one of the known issues that has reached us, we're working on the fix, and we hope to deliver it as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And something else that we were talking about earlier, but it is about the reinforcements pack. There is a question from Tristan the Jensen. When can I get the reinforcements pack on console? Sadly, it's not going to be available on console. This is something specific that we did for our PC early access supporters. We hope that you understand, but it's okay because we'll probably have some more interesting cosmetics and outfits down the road if you'd like to purchase them. So just keep an eye out. And I've realized that we haven't really, we need to check other chats too, because we've been mostly checking Twitch. Let me just switch on over to the other chats.
It's easy to get kind of lost in the Twitch chat. It's because it's
it's
usually
rolling.
usually like the busiest one, I would say.
Yep. All right. Okay, let's see.
In the meantime, you folks can tell us what you think of the new map.
I saw some feedback that some people said they liked it, but that's a good question. Thank you, Michal.
If you have found any secrets.
Ooh.
Although if you write it now into the chat, it's probably
not
going to
be a secret anymore. Why did you do that?
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Michal.
All right then, keep your secrets.
Okay. Oh, and on Facebook we have Andrea saying you need to focus on the sound bug. I can't play when there's no sound. Yeah, it's one of the known issues. We know that there are various issues relating to audio in general, so thank you for the heads up on that. The team is working hard on patching it up. So there's that. And I'm not quite sure if there is anything else we wanted to cover, aside from grabbing more questions from the chat. There's a question about cross progression on YouTube from Sausage Dog. Do you plan on adding cross progression? I want to play on PC, but starting everything all over again, or maybe add materials to the shop to buy them. We're not planning on cross progression right now, sadly, so you will have to start from scratch on a different platform, but at least you'll get to relive the grind that you started off on a different platform than on PC, so yep. Okay, and then there are players who have been affected with Error 0. Yes, there's also an issue that the team is aware of. Error 0 is kind of tricky because it seems to affect different players on different consoles in different locations, so it's a little bit harder for our team to kind of pinpoint what's going on. But for those players who have been reporting that they've been experiencing Error 0 and they absolutely cannot log in even at different times of the day, or if they've tried to log in to the game but with a different account but on the same console, or different internet connection, or going to a friend's house and logging in with your own account to your own shelter on your friend's console, if you've tried absolutely all of that and it doesn't work, please do send us your Vigor ID, your location, and your console so that we can give it to the team so that they can try and dig further and see what is the shared issue, or the shared data point between all of these people reporting it, because we're not quite sure what could be causing Error 0. So we're sorry about that. We hope that you give the other things that I mentioned a try, trying to log in on your console but with a different account, or using your account in a friend's console or in a friend's house on their console, or different internet connection. So fingers crossed. I hope it works out.
Yeah. I've noticed that folks have been throwing some feedback on the new map.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to love the mannequins. Have you all found
like the mannequins.
all of those?
Some are creepier than others, I have to
Some are
say.
prettier than others, yes. There's a lot on the map, so got to catch them all, I guess, something like that.
Okay. So how do we catch them all?
Well, you have to run around the map a lot, so you're
Okay.
probably gonna have to, play a bunch of games
Okay.
at least.
Okay. So like, do they fit in the people's inventory or like?
No, you just have to make like a little ritual,
You can catch them
and
on
then
the
they
on the
follow
screenshot.
you.
Mm.
Okay. Hackerman, I see. Oh, the original Sin's like, I found one mannequin in a tent, and that I really like. He was so chill. Yeah. We've seen that. We've seen you seen that.
Hey, mannequins deserve a break too.
And
I mean,
then
they're sitting there the whole time. I mean,
What else to do?
24-hour shifts.
I've seen a mannequin that was in a weird position. Rough night. Yeah.
It's the rare times when the mannequin gets a day off. They have to, really make use of that time.
Oh my god, a mannequin skin for our Outlanders.
So do they just like have white everything?
Oh yeah.
Like even
just
a
straight
white
up
mask?
no face.
Like a full-on outfit set that just like replaces the entire model with the mannequin.
I would like that.
Interesting. So like, would they not be able to run properly either?
Excellent question.
Okay. Them mannequins have seen some stuff.
I think they should just slowly float.
Like down the river?
No, like towards you, like
Oh,
an
oh,
Outlander
okay.
that would be pursuing you, but instead it's just the mannequin going.
I mean, to be fair,
You know.
some people have already mentioned that it's a bit scary. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm saying cramp it up, like October is coming up.
Ooh, spooky season.
Spooky season.
Yeah. Oh, and then they're like, oh, this would be dope for a Halloween premium pack. Oh, but...
Probably not this one.
Maybe next year, I guess. Because we have other spooky things planned for you for Halloween, so...
I'm gonna lobby for that.
Alright, let me just see... Oh, and then a rehash of this question. Why are all ammo the same color? From Mike Mercury on YouTube. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier that it would be better to watch Philip Danahel's weapon overhaul video. And I think that he explains why we've made the changes the way they are. And personally, like, I believe that the reason why the ammo has been changed into the same rarity across the board is for you to understand that ammo in itself is very, very important. So you have to choose if you're going to shoot all of it or just some of it or, like, not at all. And so I'm just going to weapon overhaul video. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to send it as well on YouTube because that was where we got the question. So,
In the meantime, we have someone asking about the ability to buy consumable plants again. We've mentioned it earlier. It is part of Steam Hotfix that was released and rolled out earlier today. This fix will be coming to other platforms, but you'll have to wait a little bit before we are actually able to deliver it to your consoles. But it is something that we are aware of. It is something that we've fixed, and we're now preparing the delivery.
Yep. All right. I think. Oh man, it's 5:48. That's quick. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. We might be. It might be time to do this.
Is it the time?
I.
No. I don't want to do it. I refuse to do it. But like.
So I'll just tell Michal to do it then.
Should I? No, I'm gonna do it. It should be me. So.
That sounds.
No. So we have a little bit of a different kind of announcement. On this, This is a special stream for Anjanette because she is saying goodbye.
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
Because she will be moving
to new adventures.
to new adventures and will no longer be a community manager for Vigor.
Yep.
And yeah.
No, don't cry, honey.
I'm gonna cry, like,
No!
because Anjanette was the one who taught me everything that I know as a CM,
No.
and she was the best manager ever, and it's super sad. So maybe, hey, let's tell us something about it. It's been like a long time for you.
Yeah.
What was the best?
I've been on this project for 4 years and almost 10 months. So honestly, it feels like 5 years because let's just round it up. Like, I've been here for 5 years and it was just amazing to see the game grow. Like, I joined just after season 1 was released on console, and it was great to see how the team changed their flow of ideas and they changed their energy, and we were able to make a lot of changes in the game and improvements that a lot of our players on Xbox, I think back in the day, wouldn't have thought that we would be able to do. But hey, like, we managed, and we celebrated the 5th anniversary this year. I was able to go to Gamescom for Bohemia Interactive, and yeah, so I'll be parting ways with Vigor. It's a little bit tough because I really enjoyed my time here. I enjoyed interacting with the community, and yeah.
The chat is beautiful.
Yeah,
by the way.
This is cute. Thank you so much. I honestly wasn't expecting this this downpour of like positivity. So thank you so much. I think y'all really grew on me, and I wouldn't have stayed for as long as I have if I didn't enjoy Vigor, if I didn't enjoy the community, if I didn't enjoy hanging out with you guys and interacting with you all in the community, but also you developers. You are only 2 out of like the Vigor team. I really enjoyed the Vigor team in general, so yeah.
I mean, fun has been had in this streaming room.
That sounds ominous. What the hell, Michal?
Memories were made in this
Yeah.
streaming room.
It just keeps going.
And we have a question. When will you release the tell-all book about Vigor?
I'm under NDA for like how many years, actually?
Is it like 5?
I believe so.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
It'll take a while.
Yeah. Soon? Soon is the answer.
And please say you will be popping in and saying hi. We have already like made you promise that you would be doing that anyway, like with the office.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, y'all can't get rid of me that easily, I guess. Like, I love Vigor. I finished my shelter like in a year and a half. I'm definitely gonna stay and support the team. I love my team here, and I love you guys as a community. So, yeah.
It's been really great working with you.
Yeah. Thank you, Michal. I know that some people are not very like. I think that some people might not understand what this means, like, for a senior community manager to be leaving after, like, interacting with the community for so long, after planning events for the community, after pushing the opinions onto the devs and being like, y'all need to do something about this or else we're screwed. Were you an Xbox player? I'm an Xbox player, yeah. It's actually interesting because a lot of developers in Czech Republic play on PlayStation, and I'm like the odd one out who's on Xbox. So, yeah. Alright. Novel when? No novel. I finished my master's and bachelor's thesis while working here with Vigor, and I don't think I want to write a whole book, so.
And do you have maybe like one main highlight or like a funny story that you would like to share?
There was this time, I was on my day off. I was, I think, studying for some exams at university, and I decided to take some chill time and play Vigor, and I turned on my Xbox, and I saw the splash screen for, I think, season 7 or season 8. It was Mercenaries. And I saw the splash screen, and I was like, what? We're not releasing today. What the hell is going on? And I immediately, like, took a photo with my phone, and I sent it to my team, and I was like, guys, what the hell is going on? And then they fixed it up really quickly, and I think that was a funny time for me, because, like, I care about the community a lot, I care about my job, I enjoyed it a lot, and I wanted to take some chill time, but there was clearly a bug on my screen, and I was like, hell no, we haven't released the new season today. So I think that was a funny moment where, like, I would say that game development is very dynamic. So you gotta act fast, think on your feet, and you gotta float or swim. Either.
In a way, it's not just a job. Not only a job, right? Because you do get invested in it. Because you build relationships with the people from the community.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's always so many surprises waiting for you. Everywhere.
Again, sounding ominous.
He always sounds ominous.
It's my curse and a blessing, I guess.
I'll be making coffee and here comes Michal just saying
Being
something
ominous.
super bleak and then backing away.
Oh wait, no! I
into a
have
dark corner.
no. You mentioned Michal, and since we're laughing, here's a funny moment. When Michal newly joined the company, I caught him with his head under the coffee machine.
And hold on, but there's that addendum that I actually have no memory
And
of that
you
happening.
don't drink coffee, so I think it was hot chocolate where your head was just under the
I
spout.
guess it would have been. I'm not like I have no memory of that, but it does sound like me. I don't
It
know
was
if it
you,
was me.
and I texted another coworker, and I was like, "Oh my god, this guy, he just joined, and you know what? I caught him in the kitchen with his head under the spout of the coffee machine." So,
No idea if that actually happened, but it does sound like me, so I'm not contesting that.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about how we should, make some decorations for our office, with like for Halloween, put some spooky stuff. Maybe we should just place Michal in front of door. Or...
I mean, he has a. I'm pretty.
That'll be probably too
I
efficient.
think we should just
Maybe.
like. I'm sure Michal has a photo of him acting like here's Johnny, so I think we could stick it on our door.
There's a video of that?
No, I don't think there's a video. I think there's a photo of him doing
photo,
that. Like
okay.
doing a similar facial expression, which we could just recycle into it. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's the little news. So this is actually my last dev stream, and I was honestly like thinking twice about saying it, because I kind of was like, I'm thinking like, hey, I could just disappear and no one will know. But
Just
then
like Homer into the
bushes. Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna know.
How will they? Oh, they will know.
Yeah. Well, now they know.
Yeah. Well, I ultimately like decided, along with some push from other coworkers and encouragement from some of our partners, that it would be good if I parted ways. Like, I mean, if I mentioned that I was parting ways, because I mean, and it makes sense. Like, imagine like me just ghosting you all and not existing anymore. It's just like, yeah, bye. So, yeah, it kind of wouldn't be fair. And like Sabina said, like, this isn't, like, even though this is a job, you do develop connections through the interactions with the community. So, yeah, I guess in the end I didn't kind of just want to disappear. I thought that, like, it would be good to tell you all that I'm leaving, so that you don't wonder what happened, or yeah. We're used to being ghosted, or maybe that's just me. I know, and that's not okay. Yeah, like that's why I'm here. Yeah, it's the jump shot nerf that drove you away. Yeah, totally. The weapon overhaul, well, I'm out, man.
Literally unplayable.
Oh no! Oh no, girly.
I'm
it's
not. I'm not crying yet. I'm keeping it for after the stream.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
No.
All right. So that's a little something that I wanted to share. Thank you all so much for being so kind to me and so pleasant. There were some interesting, rough bumps along the way, but I'm happy to have served the Vigor community and served the Vigor developers as a senior community manager. And it's wild now that I think about it, because I started off as an intern, and then I magically girl bossed too hard, and then ended up with a team.
It's been a big ass journey.
Yeah, it's been a while. Well, that's some...
Journey to PC release and then back again.
Yeah, basically. Ninjas cutting onions. Ninjas cutting onions. Cam goes off, Taylee busts out crying.
Okay, well,
that is possible.
It's not off the table. Like I'm a big crier actually.
I know.
I know you know. We share an office. No.
But
yeah, we are not sad that you're leaving. We are happy that you are with us.
You're just gonna stop. It's okay.
And yeah, that's it. That's it.
But the mic is still on when the cam goes off. They'll hear you just ugly crying.
No, I refuse. I'm like a wounded animal, you know. I crawl into like some hole and then let it all out.
Oh, okay. Noted.
That's what wild animals do.
Okay.
Before they die, yes.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah. Well, we've got a more positive question. Michal, when are we having a sit down and drinking some peppermint hot chocolate?
Peppermint hot chocolate. This is very, very interesting. I actually, well, since this has been brought up, I actually do not personally approve of the connection of peppermint and chocolate.
And chocolate? Because it's like toothpaste, but with
Basically, yeah.
chocolate. Okay.
So just pick one.
I'm sorry, DJ Spencer. You're gonna have to choose a different beverage to sit down with Michal.
It's
But
not bad.
there's still a lot of other choices.
I mean, do you? I'm not gonna air out your list of choices. It's fine.
And you know what? Hot opinion, but peppermint and chocolate is a much better combination than chocolate and orange.
What? No, that's not true.
I said what I
Okay.
said.
Hold on. Heresy
Okay.
has been detected.
Guys,
Hold on.
okay, so
And I know I have been known to come up with some questionable combinations in the past. But come on, chocolate and orange
It's
just
nice.
works.
Yes.
no, it doesn't.
It just works.
Like anytime picking peppermint and chocolate over chocolate and orange. And I'm sure there are other people like that out there.
Someone was slumped by Connor was like Michal was about hot chocolate marshmallows.
Although, I mean, come on, hot chocolate marshmallows, that's a
See?
universal thing. Like, come on.
See?
Literally
Thank you.
unplayable. Like no. Chocolate and raspberry is good.
Also, like, hot chocolate and marshmallows is like basics.
Oh, and Clumsy Mama was remembering the streaming room spider. Yeah, actually, we have no idea where that streaming room spider went the last time.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I know you're not into spiders.
What do you mean?
So,
But at least we
room
got to the
spider.
topic at the end of the stream.
What do you mean we don't know where he went?
So last dev stream that we were in the streaming room with Philip and Rhiannon, there was a spider that was crawling from the frame over there, like just down, and like I got distracted and I was like, what the hell, there is a spider, and then we got distracted, moved on because it decided like, oh, never mind, I'm camera shy, so it went back up, and then when we were wrapping up for the stream, I couldn't find it, so I didn't know where it went. I know you're not into spiders, but hey, spooky season!
Well, I mean, Clumsy Mama is right. It's only a problem when you lose the spider. It's like you have to maintain eye contact. The moment you blink, it's all over. You lose.
We don't hear Taylee crying at the end of the stream. We hear her screaming as she finds the spider.
I hope not, and we should probably end the stream so I can escape this
Oh,
spider-infested room.
Enjoy the spider, Taylee. Comes with the room.
No! That's not...
Oh
that's
yeah,
not how-
because it's on you now.
That's not... What?
Free decoration.
That's not how rooms work. It doesn't... No.
I mean, like, Halloween's coming. It's
Yes.
almost here. You know, works out.
Dizzy is trying to...
Easier for us. You know, we don't
Yes.
have to decorate.
Okay,
Dizzy is trying to scapegoat the spider.
you know what? This was supposed
He's like-
to be. This was supposed to be like a wholesome ending of the stream. You know, saying goodbye to you. How did this turn into bullying me?
It wasn't
Like-
bullying, like Clumsy Mama was like talking about the streaming room spider as well, and because people know that I'm leaving, so I'm passing the torch on to you, so you'll inherit the spider
Fair.
in the room.
That's
So... See, spiders are friends. They'll look out for you while you eat chocolate and orange.
yeah. Yeah, let's wrap this up so I can go find a flamethrower, please.
Hans!
Yeah?
Oh, this is cute.
So, yeah, if there's not gonna be any more streams, that's why.
The spider just, you know.
It took over.
Yeah, I think that, I think that this was, oh shit, it's past 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We were having too much fun. Yeah, we hope that you've enjoyed this Q&A session. I know that the news at the end was like a little bit different, and I hope that everything goes nice and smoothly. it was great to be here with you all, and don't worry, we are working on the issues that you all have been mentioning. I will still keep on pushing for the feedback onto the developers until I leave, which is basically the end of this week. So, yeah. But there was this, like, interesting message from Original Sin, who's like, best of luck in the new adventures. Thank you for having a sense of humor over the past few years. Was all gentle trolling. Yeah, if this job didn't teach me how to have a thick skin, I don't know, like...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for all the questions, and thank you for all your patience and the feedback while the team works on fixing some stuff. Would you like to say a few words before we end the stream? Either Sabina or Michal?
Maybe, would you like to start?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, well, again, thanks for being here. Thanks for all the feedback. Thanks for playing the game, especially after this release.
I like, you know, guys, I really like you, but please enough with the spider talk. Like.
So, yes, thank you very much. Thanks for playing the game. Keep the feedback going. We are really trying to take as much out of it as we can, do as much and consider as much as we can. There will be, as we mentioned, there will be more fixes coming. There will be more updates coming with cool stuff. So keep an
Including
eye-
Halloween stuff this year.
Yes.
Hey, spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Whoa.
yes.
Just say it, Mika.
It's just like I thought that we were already in the spooky season.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
fair.
What's up on the ceiling? Like spiders.
Okay, y'all are funny. Thank you. So my parting words will be, I guess, like, thank you all. I'm glad my phobia has been a source of amusement for many people. No, seriously, like, I don't mind joking about it. I just really hate those little pieces of
Yes, let's move on.
8-legged junk. Like, why? I know they're useful, but yeah, F that.
I think I'm going to...
Thank you for joining the stream.
Yes, thank you very much. There was this... Wait, where is it? Like, yeah. Let's see what the chat has to say, and that's all of them talking about, spider. So sorry.
No, it's okay. Like, it cannot hurt me. It doesn't have 8 legs. The messages, I mean.
Come on, they're networking.
Oh yeah.
They're building webs.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I swear this
Look
is
at those web developers.
If we don't say bye now, we're gonna be here for another 15 minutes, then you all will be trapped in this office. So...
You mean in the webs of the spider?
Thank you all for coming by. The Vigor community is amazing. Love you all. Take care. Please keep the feedback coming, and we'll see you in the Outlands.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.